What's up guys, it's Authentic here. This is going to be a ninja guide. A lot of people have been asking me about ninja, how he's built, what his masteries are like, what I use him for, so let's get into it. Now as you can see, he's in a perception regen gear. Regen is obviously healing over time, so every time he takes a turn he gets a 15% HP heal, and we all know about perception, we all know and love perception, one of the best sets in the game. He has one refresh accessory on and the rest is just stats. I generally go for survivability over damage when it comes to ninja's stats. So if you see here, I've gone with HP, speed, no crit rate, not really worried about the crit damage, high resistance and higher accuracy. So with the way ninja works, you don't want him to be critting too much because the crit damage and the crit rate is just applies from a stat. So you have to increase these stats if you want to get damage from his crit rate and crit damage, and it leaves you lacking in HP and survivability. So what I've gone with is a high accuracy build, so we get his damage from his HP burn. So every time this A3 detonates, he lands a poison and he detonates the poison instantly too. Now when this poison is detonated, it's not an AoE detonation, it's just a single target detonation, so bear that in mind. So it doesn't work like a normal HP burn does, where if it procs on everybody. If ninja detonates the burn, it only detonates on that one champion alone. If he's up against a boss and he does his A3, he will lower the cooldown of his A2, meaning that he'll get the damage cycling back and he'll just be really fast on how quickly he gets his A2 back. Another thing I haven't taken is War Master. This is good against Ice Column because I use my ninja for speedrunning Ice Column 2. When you proc War Master and the enemy max HP hit, it could be that the Ice Column procs his passive and the AoE hits you and your team can wipe. So we've gone with the defense masteries and the support masteries. Support for accuracy, extending debuffs, spirit haste because sometimes or most of the times you want him to stay alive on its own and take down the boss himself. Cycle of magic, so he gets back to his A2 quicker and his abilities quicker. Because I've taken regen, I didn't take Laura Steel because this would only be benefiting perception, so I didn't take that. We took Evil Eye because he's built with accuracy and some resistance and some more survivability. So let me show you some dungeon runs with him. So guys, we're going to start with Ice Column. Since I already mentioned Ice Column and it only makes sense to start here, so the team composition is as you can see, the wave clearing from Archmage, Seer and Kaima, and the boss killing will be down to Ninja and survivability from Bad Alcazar. So let's get into it. So everybody knows the basic setup to kill waves with Seer. You just run a lot of buffs and you just nuke them down. You reset with Kaima, you do your buffs again and you nuke it down again. So it's a clean 12-second run to the boss, and this is where the party really gets started. This is where Ninja is going to be doing his freeze straight out the gate. So he's going to be locking down these minions so they don't really do too many hits to us. We want our Seer and our Archmage to go down just like that from the boss's first hit, so we can just leave it down to these three guys. To make this run even faster, you probably want Kaima to die too, because you don't want to use his animations, because after this point he's kind of just doing his A1 over and over. If I had a second Kaima, I'd probably leave him to be slightly squishier, but because it's my arena Kaima, I don't really mess with him too much. So as you can see, the damage that Ninja's putting out from his A3, his lockdown makes the minions or the ads not do any turns. The average is around about a minute for this run. Sometimes it's a minute and 5, sometimes it's a minute and 10, depending on the RNG you get. But it's a fairly quick run. Let's run it one more time. The survivability for the regen, if Ninja does even get hit, with Bad Alcazar he's got some healing there with him, but even if he didn't have the healing on, he probably should be able to get through this. As long as he can survive a hit, Bad Alcazar would keep him alive. So it's important that the Seer dies on this boss, because if the Seer stays alive, it could be tricky. If she starts doing her Karma Burn, she can just get the whole team wiped. Here she will do her Karma Burn, and then she's gonna die straight after. So this should be a quicker run in my opinion, depending on how the burn RNG goes. This should be around about a minute, I believe. We'll see how it comes in. Kaima's died too, so that's actually really good for us. Let's see if we can get this done under a minute. It does look promising. Under a minute maybe? No? Oh yes, the 59 seconds, perfect. So this is the finite version, the Ice Golem version of this team. Ninja basically does the main damage on the boss. Sia's damage on the waves for 4.7 million, but the Ninja damage on the boss is incredibly high. It's really fast too. His animations are quick. The way he detonates his burns and gets rid of everybody is really good too. So let's move on to Dragon. Alright guys, so this is the Dragon team. Basically it's Dracomorph in and Bad Alcazar out from what we saw last time. None of the auras work apart from Sia aura, so we're not really too fussed about the auras. We just want enough damage on the wave to get the waves down quick as possible, and then moving on to boss with Ninja. All you really need on the boss is Ninja. His burns basically killed the boss alone. Added burns, or added poisons I should say, from Draco helps. The Karma burn from Sia that she's gonna get, that also helps. But it's all about Ninja doing enough damage so we can kill the boss as soon as possible. This run normally checks in at 40 to 50 seconds. My fastest run is 37 seconds, but that's just really lucky RNG. We're probably going to be looking at a 50 or 45 second run each time. So this is a 44 second run. We can run it one more time to see what kind of damage or what kind of speed we can get on the second run. Even if we do get resisted on the wave, the control between Archmage and Ninja's AoE freeze and Archmage's AoE stun and Kaima's AoE sleep, even if we do get resisted on the waves, it's not an issue for this team. So this time it's taken us slightly longer to get to the boss, so we're probably gonna take around about 50 seconds to a minute, even if we get resisted on the waves. It's super safe, really strong. I find this team to be the fastest. I used to run Bad Alcazar, but Bad Alcazar's animations are slightly slower, and he's really powerful. But because he's a support-based champion, I feel like you just need somebody to get you to the boss. The 4 champions to get you to the boss, and Ninja to take care of the boss for you. So 56 seconds this time being resisted on the wave. So this is why I generally run 2 million, around 2 million for Ninja on the boss, Sia killing the waves, Dracomorph adding some poisons on the wave, the reset and the shield set Archmage just to get us enough buffs so we can kill the waves. So let's move on to the Griffin. Alright guys, so this is the Celestial Griffin, floor 90 Doom Tower. This is where Ninja basically shines the most when it comes to Doom Tower, burning down the boss and doing enough damage. All the other champions around him, Trunda's there to put down the waves, and Drexstar is there to add burns to the Celestial Griffin and some added damage from Rotos. So we wanna land burns and just detonate the burns over and over again. So we have the cooldown reduction from Ninja's A3, so makes it that his burn is going to be available next time. There goes Drexstar with his burn. So we already done a cool 20% I'd say off his HP from one Ninja proc. So as long as you have your Ninja survive, everybody else eventually will die on this, but Ninja, as you can see, the regen set is keeping him alive, keeping him really high HP, and the burns where the damage is coming from. So Drexstar is a champion that works really well with Ninja. He lands the burns and then Ninja detonates the burns. Drexstar is another champion I want to do a guide on, so if you guys want to see that guide and the upcoming content, just hit the subscribe button so you're notified when it goes live. I generally do platinum push too, so a platinum video, a platinum reset video could be something that I'll be uploading next to the channel. But it's fairly straightforward. 58 seconds for Ninja on this. Killing the waves with Trunda, then having Rotos and Drexstar add some damage to the Griffin and Ninja taking it down. My fastest run was without Rotos in the team. Top 10 when it comes to Doom Tower. I didn't think I would stay in top 10 for this long, but this was the fastest team I did it with, the 23 seconds, or 23 runs I should say, 23 turns. So this is why I generally did it with the speed run, but I opted to go with Rotos to add some more damage and just make the run slightly more safer. But that's it. That is the Ninja guide. That's how I have him built. That's how I have him doing my runs. If you guys want to let me know in the comments what you think of the guide, what you think of the build, and anything else. If you guys want to add the questions in the comments, I'll be looking through comments and answering those too. So thank you for checking out the video. You guys take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next upload.